the Halachot of Bedikat Chametz, where we left off. We're up to the custom of hiding 10 pieces of bread. So there's an ancient minhag. It is customary to place 10 pieces of bread throughout the house before the Bedikat Chametz. It appears in the Ramah, the Beretev, and Mishnah Berurah, and we saw also Rav Mazuz. They mention it in the name of the Arizal. However, when we search the Rabbi Haim, we haven't found this anywhere in the writings of the Arizal, but the commentators all attribute this custom to the late Arizal. But the minhag the Ramah brings down is to place 10 pieces of bread around the house before the Bedikah. The commentators bring a few reasons. First, since the house was clean before the Bedikah, the beracha may be considered a bracha levatala if one were to search without finding any bread. The Ramah brings that opinion. Also, Ovadia brings that. Or B, if one performs the Bedikat without finding chametz, one might forget to nullify one's chametz, and since there will not be any chametz to burn. So another reason is we want to remind everyone to do the nullification, the bitul. So the minhag developed to recommend putting out some bread, so we can say so we remember to say the bitul. C, if one is aware that chametz was placed throughout the house, he will try to perform the bedikah, a more meticulous bedikah. When you know that there's some chametz around the house, you'll search even better for the chametz. And D, they bring down many different reasons al pi ha-sod. But nevertheless, this minhag is our custom as well. We do put it out, and the most important thing is, number one, is to be mindful that each piece of chametz we put out should be less than 18 grams. It should be less than a kezayit according to all the opinions. Why? Just in case someone forgot where they put them, it's less than a kezayit will make it insignificant, and when you make the bitul, it's completely nullified as well. Obviously, you should wrap the crumbs, wrap pieces of bread so there's no crumbs. The Rav Mazuz, we saw the Rabbi Haim yesterday. Rav Mazuz had an ancient minhag that he would write down on a paper where they put all of them, to make sure that they didn't forget. But whatever it is, as long as you know where they are, you should be mindful. The point of it is the point of the Bedikah, as we say to mention again, is to look in the places where you might actually have chametz. So we put these pieces of bread customarily around the house, but when we're doing the Bedikah, it's not a game to just find those pieces of bread. We're looking in the cabinets, in the refrigerator, in the freezer. Make sure there's no waffles in the bottom. Make sure there's no chametz hidden somewhere. Cereal in the back of our cabinet. Whatever it is, that's the point of the Bedikah, is to look for these things that may have been forgotten. And we'll wrap up with this. We had a question with Rabbi Haim yesterday. What happens if there's a married couple living in their parents' house? With Baruch Hashem in our community, in our Great Neck, it's very common. Or even more common, if there's a married couple who's staying by their parents or in-laws for all of the Chag, and they arrive Erev Chag as well. When does the obligation of the Bedikah happen? Yeah, I'll clean it. I'll throw it out. Thank you. Well, when does the obligation of the Bedikah happen? Who has to do the Bedikah? And we saw with Rav Mazuz, he explained that a son or son-in-law who's staying by their parents for all the duration of the Chag, he explained that there's two options. Either you can answer Amen to the Baal Habayit and then search your designated room, or if you're living in the basement, search the basement. Or even if you want and you live there for all the Chag, or you live there permanently, you can make your own beracha, and both are totally okay. Rav Mazuz says answer amen, just to be and check like that to protect yourself from any doubt. Rabbi Haim said there's no difference. If you live in the basement and that's your apartment year round, you can make the bracha yourself, no problem whatsoever, and search your basement, your kitchen in the basement, your bedrooms, your dining room, whatever it is. Or if you want to fulfill it like the Rav Mazuz to answer amen, you may. Whichever one you do is totally okay, but it's applicable to our generation, our society. Children living with their parents or even staying with their parents for Chag have to check as well, and they shouldn't just rely on the Baal Habayit. Chazak u'baruch, tizkei mitzvot.